toot one. I'm alive. And it's on me. That's it. It's volume up.
Can you see it behind us?
Yeah. I can. Good evening, Darren. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Sonia. Evening, Amy. Can I ask you to share, guys? At highlights. Let's get our beautiful family out there. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Rianne. Evening, Barry. I hope everyone's well. Good evening, Hazel. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Lisa. Good evening to our beautiful mods. Our lovely Mandy. Hi, Nigel. From the North Pole. Good evening, Nicola. Sue. Hello, Val. Good evening, Rob.
Look at moon fruit trees.
Good evening, Lynn. Yeah.
Moon fruit trees.
Look at more fruit trees. That's good, that one, isn't it? That's definitely fruit trees, that one.
Fruit trees.
Fruit trees. Look at grapefruit camera. Thank you so much for your stars, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Lisa. Thank you, Yvette. So much appreciated. Good evening, Carol. If I missed anybody's names, we're looking at moon fruit trees. I'm really sorry about that. Hi, Adina. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Mel. Good evening. Can you all hear us? Thank you for your stars, Lynn.
Signal right.
Good evening, Karen. Good evening, Martin. I hope you're well, and thank you so much for your stars, lovely.
Big gust of wind. Where's that come from?
Big gust of wind.
Where's that come from?
Yeah, it is really windy, isn't it?
Sure, yeah.
There's our Ronster. Evening, Ron. Hello, Joanne. Thank you for all those highlights. Thank you for your stars, Margaret. Good evening, Arita. Hello, Stephanie. Dondon, Ness, Wakefield. Thanks for joining us. Good evening, Leslie. 2:59. Not doing bad. Thank you, all those that have done highlights, sharing. Share to everybody, guys. Share to your dentists, your doctors, everybody, your solicitors, anybody, your neighbour, your exes. Even if you've fallen out with them, you share it. Yeah, share the love. Thank you for your stars, Chris. Good evening, Ardeb. Thank you for your stars, Amanda. Hello, Julie. 271.
Do you want to make a start?
Let's go for it.
Right, good evening everybody and welcome to Retford Ghost Hunters. So here we are in the beautiful town of Howarth, which is West Yorkshire. So we've come to the, some of you may know, the well-known location of the Bronte family. They've lived here once in the parsonage behind us. So I'll just give you a little bit of history. So this parsonage you can see behind me was built in 1779. So it was home to other families prior to the Brontes moving here.
Just let me show them this.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Kate.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
So they moved here. Well, first of all, Patrick Bronte, Reverend Patrick Bronte, he was born in an Irish family. Not a very well-to-do family, quite poor actually. He believed in education and he used education to get out of that poverty. And he got a scholarship, he won like a scholarship or something to go to Cambridge University or college where he studied religious matters. So then basically he met his love, his wife, called Maria, and then they actually became married, and they didn't live actually here to start off with. They lived in a small cottage about 20 miles from here in a village called Thornton. Now they had actually 5 children altogether, and unfortunately 2 of the girls, they died only not very old at all. So the first child that was born was Maria in 1814, then there was Elizabeth in 1815, then there was Charlotte 1816, Bramwell 1817, then there was Emily 18, was it, where I'm up to now?
Last one's 1820.
Yeah, and there was a 2-year gap, and then there was Emily that was born. She was the youngest of the family. So basically, the house was overcrowded, so they decided they didn't want to live there anymore. He got offered to be a curate here at this church behind us, which is St Michael's All Angels Church. So he came here on seven carts with all his belongings, and they moved into the parsonage behind us in 1820. So here, this is where they lived. So Howarth is quite, back in the day, it was a really, really poor place to live. It was stricken with illness. So basically the water used to run from up on the moors, and it used to run down the hill, because obviously we're on a big hill, down to a local well. Now people would get the drinking water from the well. However, little did they know, people were dying back in the day of tuberculosis, consumption, typhoid, things like that. So when they were burying the graves, the water that ran down from the top of the moors actually run underneath the gravestones, through picking up the diseases of the people that were buried underneath there, down to the well, obviously where they were getting the water. So you can imagine it was a vicious circle, people just dying left, right and centre. Now the death rate, there was 40, I think 40, is it 41 or 42%, died before the age of 6.
And the average age was
25.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, average lifespan. So you can imagine how really, really bad it was. They say it was worse than London death rate slums at the time. So what happened was when Reverend Patrick came here, he wanted some kind of a cure for this. So he got the authorities involved. A gentleman came, did some research into it, and they found that the water was being contaminated. The gravestones, when they buried them, so I'll just tell you, there's over 40,000 bodies buried in a very, very small churchyard here. Some are 10 deep, the bodies. So when they obviously wanted a cure, they found out that the slabs, that they were laid flat. So it wasn't actually given enough time for the bodies to decompose, because the grass and the shrubberies were not growing to allow decomposition of the bodies. So that's when they decided to keep the graves then from then on upright. So down in one of the pubs at Black Bull, there was which one was it, Bev? Is it Black Bull?
I would talk about Blackwall when we get to Blackwall.
Oh yeah, I was about the well. Anyway, there was a well right where they would get the water from. I think it was situated in the Black Bull car park. So
we're actually
a bit of history for you.
in the beautiful graveyard,
Yep.
which was looked after by Patrick, the father.
Yep.
And as Kate said, you can also see it's on a slope, guys. So when the water comes off the moors behind, over there, that way, it will run through the graveyard, like she said. It's also been known for pieces of bones to appear above the earth, which have protruded, obviously because of the water going down and the soil being moved. He did make a plan to stand all these graveyards stones back up. Some of them he has, but as you can see, if I get my torch,
Right on top of each other, aren't they?
a lot of them are and still remain flat. There you go. So there's many here that we are going to go for a walk around the graveyard. We are going to maybe get a few flashaballs out, we don't know. The south side of the wall towards the parsonage is one of the family's maid servants. She was called Martha, and she was treated like part of the family. She's actually buried near the wall here, so we might try find her grave. She's buried with a sister and we think a brother. But we'll see as we're going around. There's also in this graveyard, it's a highwayman. Kate?
Yeah, so a highwayman called, was it John Sullivan?
Yeah.
So he's marked in a grave just over near the churchyard with just his initials, JS. So this gentleman, I think it was 1790, he was obviously a notorious highwayman, stealing sheep, This particular night, he decided to rob a businessman carrying a parcel, which contained 60 guineas, I think 10 gold coins, and other things as well. He got caught and he got obviously tried, and he actually was hung at the York Gallows at Tyburn out on the Naesmire at the racecourse.
But his spirit is set to be seen in parts of Howarth, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been seen in the streets.
So we are going to go and have a look about and see if we can actually find his grave as well. But we had a weird experience when we came up here, actually. When we were on the main street near the Black Bull, which we'll talk about later, me and Kate were chatting, and there's the old post office. There was tapping, and it just sounded like a cane being tapped, didn't it?
Yeah.
And when we walked to the post office, it would stop, and it did it twice. So we might have a little call out if there's nobody about. So, spirits, we are being respectful. We're sorry if we're walking on your gravestones, but I'm afraid there's no spaces in between. So let's have a look about and see what we can see. So they're all flat. Can you imagine though, Kate, 10 bodies buried,
On top of each other.
that it's not going to be that far down, is it, the graves?
No.
You know, it's like they're going to be quite close to the top.
Well, they originally planned for just one body going in, didn't
Yeah.
they? But obviously it got overrun with disease. Everybody was just dying. And it said that Charlotte's friend used to come and visit her and stay with her, and her friend was alarmed to hear the church bells ringing for the funeral processions on a daily basis.
And while the Brontes were actually living in the parsonage, all they could hear day in and day out is the people doing the gravestones, the stonemasons. That's all they could hear every day. If we walk around this part, you will actually see for 40,000 bodies, we can actually walk to the edge. It's not a large graveyard whatsoever. These huge trees were planted by Patrick, and it was to try and stop some of the water and deterioration of the graves. So they are huge. If it's too windy, guys, I'm sorry, but we are on top of the moors. Kate might sing Wuthering Heights song later. She does a bit of a run. I've got a bad back, so I won't be doing that.
No, I'll run downhill, but no run.
Which way do you want to go? Let's have a look at some gravestones. You can see parsonage better from here. It's all locked off on a night, so we can't actually get in. But as a matter of fact, if I can get to the front, if you want to do some screenings, because there has been a spirit seen at one of the windows upstairs. Looks like all shutters are shut, actually. What a beautiful building. And so much history. I can hear tapping again.
Yeah, I can.
It's the same tapping.
Yeah. It's not something down there at church, is it?
Well, it sounds like it's here. I think
Can we hear it live tapping?
They probably won't. Can you hear it, guys? Can anybody hear tapping?
It's not flagpole, is it?
I really don't know what it is. Sorry about that. That's my Swatch watch. It's posh, got a big chime on it. Right, Kate. Wherever you want to go, lovely. Tell them they're walking about. I want to see who's in these. So some of the graves are quite large. A lot of them, it's just bear with me, guys.
Your average age span was 24.8 there.
Yeah, also 6 children of theirs who died in infancy.
Yeah.
How sad.
Yeah.
Bless them.
What their age span is.
Can you imagine the families, how distraught they're going to be, all the children passing away. Can you just hold that a sec while I just do my bag?
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'll just turn you away from wind, guys. See if there's any more. Let's have a look over here. Is everybody all right this evening? You all enjoying it up to now? I know we've just started. What's that one say? If you can see that, guys. It's not.
So that's Sarah, daughter of John and Hannah Vins of Hollings, who died October 20th, 1844, in the first year of her age.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you can see some are stood up, and there's a lot.
And then there's another one below first year at age. And then that one there is the 4th year. So we've got 1, 1, 4, 15, 15th year, so she was 15.
Died first at the bottom one.
Oh my goodness.
First year of age.
I mean,
quite sad, isn't it, really? You know, at first they didn't know what was causing it. They just thought, you know, it was just bad luck and everybody were dying, didn't they? And it weren't until obviously Reverend Patrick Bronte came and he demanded, he wanted something investigating, he pleaded with them to do something about it. Oh yeah, you can see that one in the background.
how's the wind, guys? Because it's too windy, we'll have to come out.
Really, can you all, yeah, is that wind interfering with us? Because if it is, we're going to go down a little bit so you can hear us all right. So let me try. Someone just said try coming back on. I don't know, I missed a comment. Thank you for your stars, everybody, as well.
Is the wind interfering?
Is the wind interfering, anybody, or is it not too bad? It might have been just a bit bad up there, the castle on top.
There has been, in this graveyard, there has been numerous people that have spotted a figure walking about, and there is a story of a woman who was walking through and she could hear somebody behind her turn around and there was a man. She acknowledged him, but he just kind of smirked at her. She carried on walking. Well, she did say to him, oh, you nearly made me die of shock then, holding her chest. She carried on walking and turned round again to look at him and he disappeared and there was nowhere for him to go.
Wow.
So...
yeah, sounds fine. Thanks, guys.
So there's a lot of people that have seen spirit.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it's not the monks that I've seen up here, is it?
No, yeah.
There's possibly as well the one with the black figure near the gate. Said it's possibly coming Patrick, making sure all the people that he saw could pass through the gate are okay.
Yeah, not too okay. Thanks, guys, for your comments. Yeah, so should we go on down? So I'll just tell you a little bit about Maria and Elizabeth. So obviously all the family came here with the children. Now the mother was only here for 12 months and she unfortunately passed away with uterine cancer. She was poorly for a little while and she lost her life. A few years later, well, when she passed away, the eldest child, Maria, was only 7 years of age. Now, Patrick believed in education, so he sent Maria and Elizabeth to a school, like a boarding school. Unfortunately, they became unwell with tuberculosis. So they came home. Yeah, it's too windy up there, guys. I'll not take you up there. So they came home, and unfortunately, they lost their lives. In the meantime, Charlotte and Emily was at the same school as them. So obviously, Patrick, the father, went himself personally and pulled them straight out of school and brought them home. Fortunately, they were both spared, so they lived. So that's just a little story of how they, you know, the other two people, the other two girls. There's not a lot of people know them. So, shall we go down the church? Oh, that under a tree, would it be? Just a bit sheltered.
There's people about there as well, because it's near up there.
Is everybody enjoying it?
Also, guys, did you know that Patrick Bronte wasn't actually called Bronte? And that he changed his name after coming to England, doing his education. One of his heroes was Nelson. And I think at the time, Nelson became a duke. And he changed his name to Bronte, which is Greek for thunder. So that's how the family became Brontes. I think they were actually known as, is it Bronte or
Yeah, I think it's
something like that?
Yeah, it's like
So yeah, he changed his name. So
yeah.
the families are called.
So this church that you see, which is St Michael's All Angels, this church is not the original building of the church when Patrick Bronte was here, but there was a church on the same site. The only thing that's original is the base of the tower, which is just this bit here. Everything else is was rebuilt. I think it was about 20-30 years after his death. So,
How much it's soil, isn't it?
I know.
Can you get in that way, or do you have to...
I'm not sure. Shall we go down and have a look?
We either have to go around the side of the church near the Black Bull and come round this way, or... Yeah, we can have a look.
Thanks, guys. Hope you're all enjoying it up to now. So I just
Absolutely beautiful.
can't believe, I mean, all these here, guys, are all gravestones that you can see just laid down still. So you can see there's no room for the shrubberies and the growth for it to, like, you know, wash the water down, the disease away. It was stopping it, so...
But it used to mingle in with hot flowers, didn't it?
Yeah.
That way, and then down to us.
Yeah. So...
But when you get a gravestone like that, with that amount of writing on,
Yeah, you see all that, guys.
we're looking at, there's quite a few bodies in there.
lot of, yeah. Apparently, I don't know if you've heard this story, but some of the stonemasons back in the day were quite illiterate. And when they actually did the carvings, they got some of the names wrong.
Yeah.
So they would turn the stone round and just, like, inscribe it on the other side. Yeah. Oh. Some beautiful gravestones, isn't there?
There's a ladybird.
Oh, look at that.
Is it not too cold for ladybirds?
It's a black one. Are they poisonous, them ones?
It's orange as well.
Oh, has it got some? Yeah.
It's got 2 orange eyeballs.
Oh. That's what you can see.
Touch
it
it,
dark.
see if it bites.
No, you, Bev. You try it. You don't want no swollen hands. Can you remember when my hand got some? Oh, look at this one. We'll show you some over here. So there's loads and loads and loads of it's just...
Well, look at that.
Oh, this is the one with the baby underneath, yeah. I saw that one as well. You see that, guys?
That was 69th year.
That was a good, really, really good age, wasn't it?
Is that 1914? 18th, March 18th, 1914. 69th year. And then underneath, 71.
Wow.
That's wartime though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
1914.
after, isn't it?
That's
So that's why the
war.
gravestones were built up much later, weren't they?
Yeah. So we'll go, oh, so we'll put this there first. And then go down the bit of it. No, it's not quite down in the bottom. Look at that thumb.
Oh, heck. Look at this, guys.
Go in.
No, I dare you. I'm not
No,
pulling
'cause-
you out.
No, because it's disrespectful.
Oh, heck. Bev, where are we going?
We're just going to have a look at this bit here.
I thought...
Frightened.
No, I thought we could get out with gate.
There you can. We can get out there.
All right. Sorry, guys, if I'm chucking you about.
Ooh.
Ooh. There's a mole in the hole.
That's no mole, that, love.
What
That's
is it?
his
Fox?
grave.
Is it?
Yeah, there.
Oh my gosh, look at that, guys.
If an ant comes out of
Terrible.
there, you'll know about it.
Hello, everybody joining us.
I wonder if it's trees, because how you tapping over there now?
No, I think it's that flagpole. Oh, look at this. Oh.
But it's over that way, not behind us.
Is this a tree stump? Yeah.
To get a flashy ball out.
Yeah, should we get a flashy ball out?
Do they want us to get a flashy
Do you
ball
all want a flashy ball out and do a
Bit of
little call?
necrophonics?
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah. Right, just bear with us, guys, because we're just going to get a little bit of equipment out and just do a little call out.
I've got flashy balls here as well.
I'm going to say I've got some in my bag if you...
Somewhere, love, somewhere over at Rainbow.
So, hi everybody joining us. Hi Mandy. Hello everybody. Everyone saying hello, Bev.
Hello.
Hello. Right, so we'll do a call out. So we've just put a flashy ball down, guys. Hi Martin. Oh, I'm glad you're home, Martin. Hope you're recuperating well. Do you want me to get mine out? 2 seconds then, you saw that for us, Bev.
Give me that.
I'll just put you on to Bev while I get the bits and bobs out.
Hello, good evening and welcome to this beautiful life. And it's not a town of Howarth, it's a village. But we'll let her off. Look at that view, guys. Isn't that beautiful? I must show you something. Before we went live, we'd walked up and we're standing near the church. Or about there. And I said, oh, look at that picture at moon through trees. So I went to take a picture and I thought, somebody's watching us. 3 of the biggest fat pigeons sat in this tree, just staring at us. So you can't go nowhere, you know, his eyes on you all the time. Whoa. How are we doing? Look at that, what are you getting out there, love? Bottle of vodka. Yours out there. Somebody's nicked his balls. Oh, she's messing about now.
I'm just testing.
Yeah, that would a crap test then, wouldn't it? Get your balls out, kid. Come on, let's go. Let's see if anybody's gonna come and speak with us. You never know, Patrick might be wandering around. Yeah. The only apparently Emily Bronte is the one that haunts the parsonage. She died downstairs in the living area on the settee. Other than that, she haunts another place in Howarth, but fantastic.
So, we're calling out to any spirits that's here with us joining us this evening. My name's Kate, this is Beth.
Do you want to hold that while you're talking so they can hear you?
Yeah.
And I'll get necros.
We'd like you to come forward and use our energy. If there's anybody here that wants to communicate, you can touch some of these balls that we have down on the floor. Using necro. Flash them out.
Can I ask the spirits of this graveyard to come forward and communicate with us? Is Patrick here? If so, can you say Patrick on this device? Oh, Patrick. Did that sound like Patrick? Spirits, can I ask you to say Patrick more clear for us? We did hear a Pat and a Rick. Can you say it both together? Can you say Patrick for me, please? We know that there's plenty of child spirits within this churchyard. You lost your lives at a really young age and we're really, really sorry about that. You died of terrible diseases. Is there any children that would like to come and speak with us? Come forward and say hello on this device for me so we can hear you. What boy? I thought... See what they're hearing, because you're not...
Can you hear, guys? I'm here. What is...
Come on, children. My name's Bev. This is Kate. Come and say hello to us. I keep feeling like I'm seeing somebody over there, mate.
Somebody said they heard Patrick. Said it, yeah. Rachel said it. Heard it again, yeah. Trevor says he's heard it again.
Patrick.
Patrick, yeah.
Let's see if he's here then.
Said Patrick.
Get him to say Bronte's names.
Yeah. Right, is that gone?
Is it going to boing 10 o'clock?
Oh, sorry, just bear with us, guys.
Just sing amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Fancy bonging, Murray.
What did you do Thursday night? I hung around a graveyard, love.
We waited for the churchyard.
Because we can. We love a graveyard. That sounds actually nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, screen grabs, guys, just, you know, while we're waiting as well.
Hey, look, have some screen grabs now.
Yeah, it's quite eerie, isn't it, really, when you think you're stood behind all the... I mean, it's just great.
I thought, twice it's happened while we've been talking over this bit here.
Did you?
Yeah, like something.
Hi, everybody, just joining. Thank you so much for all your stars.
Right, let's try again. See if Patrick's here. Patrick, we come with respect and we come to communicate with you. We'd like to know about your family, about your history. I've just asked you to say your name, and it did say Patrick. Could I please ask you just to say it one more time so we know you are here? Please say Patrick for us.
Belle. That said Belle. That Nicholas Belle, he what? He married to Charlotte.
Yeah. Patrick. Patrick, if you're here, can you tell us one of the names of your daughters, please? Did that say Emily?
Sounded like it.
Did they hear Emily?
Did anybody hear Emily just then, guys? Something about face.
Patrick, tell me what your son was called. What was the name of your son? Have a go asking. Hello, because and you have an ask, and I'll just keep it this way.
Oh, what was that noise?
I heard that. Were it screamy? Like a...
Yeah, I can, yeah.
What was that? It sounded like a coffin lid opening.
Oh my God, did anybody else hear that out live?
It were like, that were really like a squeaky voice, and then it were like a coffin lid opening, wasn't it? Wood.
Yeah. Oh, it's starting to rain, isn't it?
It's forecast for snow from 10 o'clock, so we could be sledging and not go stunting in an hour.
If you ask a reverend, can you say reverend?
See, people are in it saying...
If this was your church, can you say church?
Yep.
To the children, can you tell us what you did? You wrote stories. Can you say stories?
Sounds like he's saying Bev to me.
Belle, again. Belle.
We're all right, we're safe. We're not frightened of vampires.
The noises over there, that was weird, that.
Yeah, well,
It like a noise and then like another noise,
yeah,
wasn't
but
it? Like
the first noise was like a person.
Yeah.
And the second was like wood.
Yeah. Not sure what I was going to say. If there's anybody else here that wants to communicate, can you tell us your name into this device for us, please?
Oh, did that swear?
I don't know, it sounded like
Sounded like it said Ollocks, didn't it?
Yeah. If you were writers, can you say writers?
Ask it to say our names. If it knows we're here and it can see us...
Spirits, if you know we're here and you can see us and what we're doing, can you say either Kate or Bev?
Spirits, what's my name? What was that?
I didn't catch it.
It said girls.
To any spirits that's been seen, if there's any female spirits that's been seen here, any of the Brontes, can you say your name?
Nope. It did, Alison. You're right, it did.
Yeah.
ask about the highwayman, and then if we don't get out, we'll have a walk on.
So, to the highwayman, you was seen stealing from a businessman, and you stole a package. If you're here, can you say your name, Sullivan? If there's a highwayman here, can you say man? Come on, you've been seen. Yes.
Keep saying your name. Did it say Duke?
Something like that, yeah.
Because...
Is that relevant?
Yeah, because when Patrick changed his name to Bronte, it was the relevance of Nelson and him getting Duke.
Duke, yeah.
So, yeah, we've mentioned that already, haven't we?
Yeah.
He changed his name to Bronte, which in Greek means thunder.
Right.
But he was quite obsessed with Nelson.
Yeah. Should we...
Spirits, before we go, move on, can I ask you to try... Is that one turned on? That looks quite high up, that your red ball.
No, it's on. No, it's on.
Can I ask you to touch one of these flashy balls before we go? Way of communicating with us. Children, you'd like this. Come along. These spheres here, if you touch them, just tap them and they'll flash for us. Do you think you can do that? There, look, the light's shining on that one. Can you do that one for us? What about this one? It's camouflage, that one.
Come on, spirits, use our energy. Come forward. We're not here to hurt you.
Now, let's have a move on.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I'll pick balls up.
Okay, love. Well, let's go and see if we can find Highwayman grave before we go and have a little look on the streets of Howarth. Just let me shut my bag. I don't want any bones climbing in that, my bag. No, that one doesn't. Just stick it in there, okay. Bear with while I throw it about, guys. It'll do you good. Wake you up, keep you awake. Movement, bit of seasickness, do you good. Right. Yeah. Just be careful walking back on these because, like I said, they've sunk. There's holes in that one. Oh, look at all them snowdrops.
I know.
How beautiful's them? John Ogden. That's a beautiful grave. And this poor grave here, well, I don't know what's going on. Right. A bit of light, guys.
Find that grave with that John's.
Yeah, let's have a look. It is said, guys, that the Bronte, as a family, kept themselves isolated. They didn't socialise, they didn't make any friends. And the kids would just play on the moors at the back, behind the parsonage.
That's what inspired him to write them.
It is, so, yeah. So, quite sad really, isn't it?
Yeah, quite a nice state of life.
It's snow, is that?
Mind you, I bet they did.
Are we looking at these?
What?
Are you not looking for Highwayman?
It's over there, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was on them bits. On them bits? It's snowing. That's snow, look. Look, it's snowing. Don't think they can see it on
Oh,
live
that
yet.
sundial on church. See it left at arch, on top of a tower.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That sundial.
Look at that. What's that flying about? I think it's a light speck. Are we to go to gates there, Kate? Just have a quick walk here. Let me just have a a look. Look at all them windows. Yeah, it's snowing. Might be sledging in half an hour then. Entrance to church the other side. We do like a nice church. It's so clean, isn't it? Yeah. I know, last time I came to Howarth, only a few months ago, the church is so beautiful inside. I know, all graves still all laid flat on a hill.
It's like a path, doesn't it? It's awful.
Hey, look, there's a door there for Mick. Lisa, size of that. Just stood at the side of that. It's like Lilliput.
The mountains and that, aren't they?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Right, let's go find some ghosts. There, that one's falling over, that one. Look at that one. They just remind me of stone tables, those ones.
Yeah. Them with legs.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a statue missing off that one. So it has been known on this part here, we're now at the back of the Black Bull, which is one of the most haunted pubs in Howarth. It has been said that there's been a female that screams on this part on an evening, on a night.
It was Sutcliffe, not... I said Sullivan, didn't I? Well, his initials are just JS, 1796.
Yeah, so is it on that bit then?
Yeah, I think it's just like...
Is it that there? It's there, look. 17, it's
That's
there.
it, yeah, 17...
Is your torch? Can we not get in that bit?
No, I don't think so.
Want to go see Highwayman? Oh, good spotting. There's Highwayman's grave. There you go, guys. Can you see that? JS 1796. That's the Highwayman's grave. See, you didn't know that, did you? Highwayman. Well, I never.
It's all like trees just growing around them, aren't they?
Well, he planted those trees to try and stop.
I wonder what the heck it was, by.
What?
Crikey.
Oh, look at that.
Wonder what the heck it was. Ghost cat.
It's very clean, is that cat, isn't it? Just wash it in Persil or something. Yeah, so back to ghosts. So yes, there's a spirit heard screaming, a female spirit, and it's this bit in between the church and this is the back of the pub. Oh my God, it's snowing, it's bombing down. Might have to build a snowman before we go. We might have to come back to this one pub because they have been playing what I can only describe as music that only your mother should hear, I think. So now we're on the main street in Howarth. Absolutely beautiful street. Yeah, let me just show them down. There you go, guys. We'll show you some of the shops on the way back.
That light's going out now inside that one.
We can shine a torch in it, Kate. So, majority of these buildings are the original buildings. Some of them, the walls.
That's the penny bank.
Yeah, the old penny bank there. And to say Howarth is very small, I've never seen so many pubs to be in such close proximity to each other. You've got the King's Arms there, which we've got quite a lot of history on. You've got the Old White Lion. I think that's 1700s is that one. And then you've got Howarth Steam Brewing Company. And then you've got the Black Bull down there. So you can stagger from one to another to another. You go to 4 pubs in the space of 5 minutes. Right, let's get off the road. I don't fancy getting knocked down tonight. So let's start off with the King's Arms. Is it our look? Last time we looked like drowned rats, we're going to be like snowmen. It goes back to the 17th century.
Yeah, so basically it's for use, obviously, as a pub. But at the back, at the rear of the pub, there used to be a slaughterhouse. But also the cellars of this pub was once used as a mortuary for the overspill for the funeral mortuary place. So it's been like those societies, hasn't it?
Yeah, downstairs, there's noises galore, etc. in that one.
Lots of sightings. What else was there on this one there?
I'm just looking at snow. That's what I'm looking at, love.
Yeah. It backs onto the parsonage.
Yeah, it were very good friends.
Healthy ice activity and nice inside.
Yeah, it were very good friends with Bramwell. As we know, Bramwell was quite the down and out of the family. And I felt really... I do feel sorry for him when you read the history on Bramwell, really.
Yeah.
Because his sisters were all famous. And we discussed this earlier, didn't we? The fact that he had a number of jobs, did Bramwell, and he just kept getting sacked.
Yeah.
You know.
So he started out his career as writing poems and things like that with his sisters. But his father had great hopes for him because he was the only boy that was born. So he turned his